Hello, everyone, and welcome to this new episode of Open Book Entrepreneur. I'm thrilled to have Michiel here with us from Netherlands, and he is a marketer, amazing person. Managed to save a company. We were just talking before we started, and he managed to save one company like 1 or 2 million euros just by investing 50,000. So that's great. Michiel, please introduce yourself to the audience.
Yeah, thank you, Tony, for having me here. Really thrilled to be on your show. My name is Michiel van der Watering, and coming from Holland, the middle of the Netherlands. And since 2004, I'm working on the accountability of marketing. For old school marketeers, it's a pain in the neck. They don't want to know about accountability, but new school marketeers, they really want to be proud of themselves and to prove and present their added value to the company's bottom line. So that's what I do. It's what I call accountable marketing.
Wonderful. And can you tell us a little bit more about like how you are helping companies with this? Something we were chatting a little bit before we started recording.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, at first there need to be awareness that they really want to prove and present marketing's added value, that they want to have a change in it. Most of the times, marketing teams or marketing leaders are fed up with the fact that their board is actually kind of stealing the money along the year. They approved a marketing plan in December. They approved a budget of, let's say, 5 million. But then in May, they have a setback elsewhere in the company and they're stealing money from the marketing budget because the marketing team is unable to say, okay, if you steal 500,000 euros from our marketing budget, then we have to go down 25% in our targets or objectives. And so if they're able to do that, then of course the board has to rethink where to get the money, because if you already have a setback in the company and you're stealing money from marketing, which is, and then you disable marketing to get more revenue, then you're going down the drain with your company.
Exactly, because it's like a chicken and egg situation. Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And like who do you usually help? Like what's sort of sizes of the companies you usually help?
Well, I think the best thing is for marketing teams and marketing leaders with a marketing budget between 1 and 10 million. If you go above that, they probably need a whole team, a larger company than mine, getting more people on board. But I think between 1 and 10 million will be fine, because then you can already save a lot of money by introducing what we call an accountable marketing cycle.
Yeah, and what are some examples of how you can save money or how you saved money for some companies in the past?
Well, it's actually getting better insights. So if you know which of your campaigns are working, which aren't, then of course you stop or you improve the ones that are not working, and you increase the ones that are working, which is only possible to a certain limit. Because if you're spending too much money, let's say on top of mind awareness, at a certain moment of time, you can spend more money, you get a higher top of mind awareness. But if the behavior of your customer doesn't change, you have to do something else to make sure that the behavior is influenced by your marketing activities and people start buying your products and services.
Totally. And what inspired you to actually start and go into this business?
Well, actually, it was in my study at the hotel school. We had a very keen marketing professor from the US teaching us about marketing, which was really great. I really loved it. Afterwards, I went working for a bank, and it really, yeah, puzzled me that only after a couple of weeks or sometimes months we got the results of our campaigns. And I thought, yeah, well, now we cannot change anything anymore. Then I worked for a direct writing company, and they knew about measuring everything. They wanted to measure every campaign, everything that I did on the internet. They want to follow, and they supported me in being accountable. So that was really great, and I really loved it. Then I moved to a large consultancy firm where we sometimes even developed a strategy for 100,000, 150,000 euros, and they just had a strategy. Nothing had happened yet. And the most important thing is why I'm so enthusiastic about accountability of marketing, that I have a really strong marketing heart, and I really feel very sad when marketeers are set aside, you're wasting the company's money. And I really want to help those people to show that they're not wasting the money. They're actually not a cost center, they're a profit center. Marketing is a profit center, if you ask me, and they will bring profit to the table and they will bring the results to the table.
Totally. And in terms of the tips, that you can share with our audience about marketing, what can you tell them about that, please?
It's actually really simple. People, maybe people on the show say, "Is this guy crazy?" But it's just writing down your goals. Write down your goals. Of course, make them smaller. You write down your goals for the whole year, but you go back actually to 1 month or maybe 1 week. You write down the goals and you measure how far you're getting there. And one of the first things there, what we need to check if these goals, the marketing goals, are aligned with the business goals. And you say, well, isn't that a fact everywhere? No, it isn't. We have a business plan for the whole company, and then we have all of a sudden a marketing plan, and sometimes the alignment is very bad, very hard to collect. Yeah,
Totally. So you're suggesting basically to write the goal for the whole year and then reverse engineer to like today's date and have smaller goals for each month and targets and
yeah.
work on those.
Absolutely, and measure what's going on with the next step. So you make actually what we call a funnel. So if your funnel will be, you have several steps in the funnel. So let's say we have so much viewers on a video, and from this video, people are clicking to the website, and the people on the website are clicking to 5 pages, and of those people are clicking to 5 pages. A certain percentage is filling in the form that we would like them to fill out or to buy something, and then you understand what's going on. But it doesn't stop, and that's a very important thing that I would like to bring to the table. It doesn't stop after the sales. We see marketing and sales teams having a champagne party in the boardroom because they brought in so much new customers, but then the shit hits the fan
Yeah.
because they brought in the wrong customers. They brought in customers that are a pain in the neck of operations, customers that are complaining, customers that are not living up to what they have to do to make able to serve them, and they're not paying, or they start arguing about the payment or things like that. So it really goes on what's the lifetime value of your customer.
Yeah, and how can you actually help companies get the right customers on board?
Well, they have to think about it themselves, of course, but you really measure. So you're not only measuring how much customers you're getting in from a certain campaign, but you're also measuring whether these are profitable customers. So maybe that you will stop a certain campaign that brings in a lot of customers, but if these customers are not bringing any value or profit to the company, then you stop that campaign. Sorry for marketing, sorry for sales. They had wonderful results in conversion ratios, but it's not the right customer. So you need to understand from a company what's the best customer for you, what are profitable customers, and the profitable customers, they probably will also be ambassadors to profitable customers. Whereas the customers you don't want to have, they are probably ambassadors to the customers you don't want to have.
Totally, yeah, some great tips there. And if someone wants to actually get in touch with you or find out a little bit more about you, how they can do that?
It's very easy because I call myself an accountable marketing expert. So if you go to the website accountablemarketing.expert, then you will find me.
Okay, wonderful. So I'll see if I can actually share this link as well in the description of this video and the podcast episode. And yeah, Michael, thank you so much for being a guest here today. Thank you all for watching and listening. And just, before we go, is there anything you would like to say? Any question that I didn't ask you yet?
Well, just one thing. It's very easy. You don't have to hire me. Just read a book about the accountability of marketing, and you will understand why it's so important for your own career.
Wonderful. And where someone can find that book?
Also on
Also
accountablemarketing.expert.
on the
Yeah,
website. Yeah. So once I share the link, you'll be able to find it there. Thank you so much again for listening, watching, and see you in the next
my
episode.
pleasure, Tony.